Want to know my number one parenting tip? Then that's what this week's video is about. I'm filming this in my bedroom this week because my number one parenting tip is to look after you, to nourish yourself, and to find an awesome support network which will help nourish you. Because I can tell you all the tips, I can give you all the games, show you how to listen to your child's feelings, how to manage their anger, how to be playful. But if you're not looking after yourself, you can't do any of those things. It just sort of becomes white noise and something else to berate yourself with that you're not doing with your child, or that you can't do, or that you're stuffing that up as well. The best thing you can do, and those moments when you are struggling, when you either find yourself muttering, for fuck's sake, or you're starting to shout at your kids, the number one thing you can do is to not berate yourself more that you're not being the perfect mum, or to blame your kids that they're just being completely useless. The number one thing you need to do is to just stop as much as you can, or get through that situation and pack your kids off to school or wherever, and then go, what do I need? What is it that you need? It might be that you just need to sleep. That's something that I need to do more at the moment. It might be that you just need to have a cry. You might need to call a friend and go, I am just struggling right now and I need you to help me. I need you just to listen to me. And you want to call somebody if you need to do that, and we all need that. This is our number one thing. And I keep saying this, we cannot give to our children what we don't receive ourselves, what we don't give to ourselves. We can't listen to their feelings of hurt and disappointment and frustration and anger and sadness if nobody's listening to ours, or if we're not listening to our own feelings. So there might be times when you've just shouted at your kids and you go, hang on a second, I just need a moment. Go and call a friend, and call somebody who's not going to judge you, who you think can relate. And what you want, somebody who's not just going to start giving advice to you. Because when you can work on your own feelings, when you can release what's going on for you, your mind will clear. You'll realize that shouting isn't the answer. It just is the thing in the moment, and then you'll be able to think of the strategies or remember things that you've learned, or then be open to going, well, what do you suggest? But you don't want somebody who's just going to jump in and give advice. You want somebody who can listen to you, and they don't even have to say much. They can just, all they need to do is just hear you and give you that space where you can go, oh my God, I'm just the worst mum, and I can't do this, and I shouted at my children, which shows that I'm just the worst mum, and I can't be playful, and I hate play, and all this sort of stuff. Let that all come out. Let us have an absolute stream of consciousness. Let it come out down the phone to your friend, or if you can't find a friend that you want to speak to, if there's not somebody that you can feel comfortable with, journal it. Just get a big piece of paper, get a pen, and just scribble your little heart out, and just write and write and write. And you can see the tension, get it out. The more you can get those feelings out, the more you can honestly acknowledge them, get them out, then they're not going to drive you to shout at your kids. They're not going to drive you to slam doors or to want to punish your children, because that's often where it comes from, isn't it? When we want to punish our children, it's because of our own sense of powerlessness, our own frustration, and our own rage. If we can work on that through a myriad of different ways, then we're not going to want to punish. We're then going to be able to connect. We're going to be willing to connect. Because parenting, I know everybody says, oh, parenting now. You're a parent. You're a mum. You're a parent. And it's how we are with our children. That's the most. And what I keep going on about is connection with our children. It's not things we do to them, it's how we are with them. So at the heart of everything we need to do is to connect with ourselves, connect with our children, connect hopefully with our partners or husbands, and then to connect with the wider community around us, so that we can feel supported, we can feel loved, you can feel supported, you can feel loved, because the more that you feel supported and loved, the more you can support and love your child in those difficult moments. So that's my number one parenting tip. It's not special time, it's not setting limits lovingly, it's looking after you. So what can you do this week to look after you? What can you do today? just after watching this video? What can you do? Could it be that you just get in the car and have a nana nap? Could it be that you call a friend and just say, look, I'm really struggling. I just need you to hear me for 5 minutes, and then you don't have to do anything, so don't put the pressure on the person if that's what you're worried about. Could it be that you go on a walk, that you book a babysitter, that you just lie down and just go, okay, I just give up, have some meditation? What can you do to look after yourself so that you can then look after your children? It's basic, it's fundamental. What can you go to bed early tonight? I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but we lose sight, don't we? Because we lose sight of the little things like sleep, really good sleep, or eating foods that's not going to cause us to go up and down emotionally as well. What can you do to exercise, to get that sort of rush of endorphins from being outside and exercising? What can you do to look after yourself so that you can then look after your children? Because as mums, we can often put our needs last, and really we need to put our needs first in order to then give our children what they need. So even if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your children, because as mums, we do a lot for our children. We sacrifice a lot for our children. So sacrifice something else for looking after you. And then when you've got that, then you'll know how to be with your children. And then, as I said, you'll be open to sort of looking for ideas that resonate with you. And then you go, oh yeah, I can do that. I can do special time for 5 minutes. I can jump on the bed with my kids for 5 minutes. It's gonna be a genuine connection rather than a drained, awful connection. All right, have a really good week. I'd love to hear what you do, and I'd love to hear how you feel, and know that no feeling is too bad about how you're feeling with your kids. We've all been there, we all go there, and I'm here to support you. So come on over to Birth and Parenting. Waitlist now for my upcoming courses. I've got Annoying to Amazing and Transform School Struggles and Aware Parenting Babies. And if you want one-on-one support, I'd love to support you. So just give me a buzz and we can set up a time. All right, take care this week, and I'll see you next week.